Thank you very much for joining us in Xinhua. And you've been to several places in China like Beijing, Xi'an, Chengdu, and amazingly we are meeting here in Chongqing. So how do you feel about the visiting China and what impresses you the most?
Incredible. I don't know what we actually expected, but yeah, it's been absolutely unbelievable. A lot to take in. These are obviously incredible cities which only give us an insight into a fraction of China, but the scale of them, the modernity, the cleanliness, the safety. One of the things that's quite striking is the vibrancy of young people. There is an enormous energy from youth and a very visible and prominent presence of older people as well, which is quite impressive, because in some parts of Europe older people can be hidden from society in some ways, not cared for properly. We see a lot of very fit Chinese older people out doing their exercises, so it has inspired me to start doing some exercises and getting a bit fit. We've just had an initial look and it's been incredibly impressive.
So what are the differences between the Western coverage of China and your own experiences here in this country? Is China truly and fairly reported by the Western media?
Unfortunately not. China has been relatively new on the world scene the last 40 years. So I suppose the rest of the world has an awful lot to learn about China. But in the media, the way it's portrayed is they talk about democracy versus authoritarianism, and authoritarianism is China and democracy is the West. So they paint a kind of a grey and fearful society, I suppose. What we've seen is a very colourful society, a very vibrant society, very, very well organised, relaxed, much safer than Europe, very much cleaner than Europe for sure, than anywhere I have ever been. So the coverage of China is completely different than the reality, unfortunately.